Hey y'all, what up? This is Just That Dude and this is Just That TV, and I am here to talk about Bates Motel Season 4 Episode 1. He's a danger to himself and others. Y'all, Bates Motel is back. OMG, this episode was freaking crazy. I'm excited. Like, let's just jump right on into it. So the freaking show starts off with freaking Romero. He's on a boat. All you see is a dead body all wrapped up in some bullshit. Romero opens up this little hatch on the boat, throws the body down there, fucking lets all the fucking water in, and basically let the motherfucking boat sinks. He jumped on a little paddle boat, paddled his ass on out to motherfucking sea, and you know, it just left us fucking wondering, like, what the fuck is Romero into? Like, what the fuck? So then you see Dylan, he's out fucking putting up goddamn missing posters about Norman's ass. And Norma calls, like, did you find him? And he's like, no, I ain't find him. Like, if I hear something, I'm gonna let you know. But it's a miss, bitch. Like, I don't know where he at. So they out fucking looking for Norman and shit. So then they flash over to Norman. Norman's waking up. He's fucking in a big ass field, kind of like in like a little makeshift ass grave, like waking up or whatever. He's still, I guess he's still blacked out, and he's still, you know, talking to his mother. You know, nobody's fucking there. He basically talking to himself, but he thinks he's talking to his mother. And this farmer dude comes over to fucking help them. Was like, you alright, nigga? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on? He like, no, you know, I'm good, whatever, it's just my mother. And he looking like, bitch, ain't nobody there, what you talking about? So fucking the farmer dude like, you know what, just, you know, I can help you, like, what's up, like, come here, whatever. So, you know, Norman start freaking out or whatever. Norman charged the dude, and dude just snuffed him one good time, like, bitch, get up out of here. So knocks Norman ass out. So fucking Dylan gets a phone call about to the from the hospital telling them that they got Norman, and Norman is down there or whatever like that. So he tells Norma this, and they about to motherfucking go down here, and he tells her, like, I can't go because Emma is in Portland about to get her motherfucking lung surgery, and I gotta be there with my boo. And I was like, yeah, you better go there with your boo, like, what's this? So she like, why you ain't tell me? So he was like, I ain't think you would know, especially since Norman been missing. And she was like, no, about you and Emma. And I was like, bitch, cause it ain't your business. But he was like, I don't know, I just kind of told you now or whatever. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. He gonna go see his boo, whatever. Matter of fact, let's just get Emma a little story out the way. So he goes down there to see Emma or whatever for her surgery. It's him and the dad or whatever, and out of nowhere the motherfucking mama pops up. So the mama sits down or whatever like that, and the daddy was like, what you doing here? And she was like, well, I mean, you told me that she was having a surgery. He was like, okay, but I didn't tell you that for you to come down here. Like, bitch, what the fuck you doing here? So she was like, okay, well, I have a right to be here. Like, I got something for Emma that I want to give her or whatever. So he was like, I don't care. Like, you need to leave, basically. Like, he was over it. He was like, bitch, you ain't want to motherfucking be there for our daughter any other time. Now you want to be here or whatever to kind of clear your conscience, bitch, whatever. Like, you need to get up and go. So she left or whatever, and she went to the hotel because she had no motherfucking place to go. And she was like, you know, I'm in town for a couple of days. I came down here for Emma, but you don't want me to see Emma, so I ain't got shit else to do. So she went to the hotel for a fucking room, and fucking she sees fucking Norma and asks for a fucking room. First she lied about who she was or whatever like that, and then fucking Norma had came back down and gave her some breakfast or whatever, some bullshit, and she told Norma who she was. Norma checked the fuck out. As soon as she said that shit, Norma checked the fuck out. And she was like, okay, well, you know, I can't see Emma, so can you give her this letter or whatever? Norma was like, no, that's not really my business. I'm not gonna get her no letter. You know, I'm not trying to sit here and listen to this bullshit because, you know, it ain't got shit to do with me. Bye. So she beats the fuck out. So like later in the motherfucking episode, you see Emma's mama go up to the house and basically asks Norma, like, once again, like, girl, can you please give this motherfucking letter to my daughter? And she was just like, no, bitch, like, I'm not giving her no motherfucking letter. Like, would you stop fucking asking me? Like, it's not about to happen. So, you know, she's just like trying to plead her motherfucking case and like let fucking Norma know, like, who the fuck are you to judge me? Like, you don't know what the fuck I be going through. You don't know what it is to motherfucking have a child that is something seriously wrong with them, and you don't understand, like, blah 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 blah. So, you know, Norma, you can see on Norma's face, like, she wanted to be like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck I'm going through, or whatever. But she didn't say nothing. She just was like, bitch, get your shit and leave. Like, you need to leave. So she like, I don't have nowhere to go. She was like, okay, well, you can stay, but bitch, just get off my porch. Like, it was so fucking stupid. So she was like, okay, fucking, like, well, can I talk to Norman then? She was like, don't talk to my motherfucking son. He going through too much. And she closed the motherfucking door, or whatever, like that. So, yeah, whatever. So, back to motherfucking Norma and Norman's bullshit. Fucking Norma takes her ass down to the motherfucking hospital, whatever, trying to get her motherfucking baby out. And she was like, whatever, can she get him out? They was like, nah, bitch, like, he can't motherfucking come out. She was like, okay, well, I need to talk to a motherfucking doctor. So she sat down with the motherfucking doctor. The doctor was like, no, we can't let him out. He on a motherfucking 48-hour motherfucking watch, because when we found him, he was very motherfucking, he was very motherfucking violent. He was talking to him motherfucking stuff. Like, nigga was off his motherfucking meds. Like, he was crazy as fuck. By the way, do he take any meds? Like, she was asking him all some motherfucking questions. She like, fucking, what about his doctor's visits and all this other stuff? She was like, no, he don't see no doctor. He don't take no medication. And she was like, okay, well, your son blacks out and you don't take him to see no doctor? She was like, well, he blacked out in school and they sent him to a doctor, but they said everything was okay. Like, well, okay, well, how many times do he black out? She was like, yeah, like, he blacks out like a lot, or whatever like that. So she was like, well, I mean, that's kind of, you know, negligence on your part. Like, why don't you motherfucking take your son to seek help? You know, like, what the fuck is going on with you, bitch? So she just like, bitch, like, whatever, like, the fuck, don't sit here and judge me. Like, can I see my son? Can I get my son out? It was like, no, bitch, your son has to stay in here. Like, he's still on motherfucking watch, and I think we need to motherfucking observe him, or whatever. And it was like, he fucking 18, so you can't force him to get up out of here. So you just gonna have to wait, bitch, bye, and get the fuck out. She left, and she tried to motherfucking go back to the little, that place, fucking Pine View or whatever, to get Norman in. She thinking that she can go there and get him in and they can take him out of the fucking psych unit or whatever like that. But they was like, no, bitch, like, it don't work like that. Like, for one, you gotta have all this motherfucking paperwork, you gotta have all this motherfucking doctor information, and you gotta motherfucking, like, it's a waiting list, bitch, and we gotta do all this extra shit, like, for real. She like, oh my motherfucking gosh, bitch, anybody got time for that? Like, I need my baby out now. So then she was like, okay, well, can I speak to one of y'all doctors? She like, yeah, bitch, but you can call him on his regular motherfucking hours, bitch. Like, we don't do that here. So she was like, she could tell she was mad as fuck. So as she was fucking leaving, she seen the doctor coming in. So she was like, hey, whatever, like that. She's like, what's up? Like, I'm just, you know, I'm trying to get my son in here and blah, 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 you know. Like, I would really like your motherfucking help. Basically, she tried to seduce the motherfucking doctor so she can get Norman in the motherfucking Pine View. So the doctor looking at her and shit, and I was looking at the doctor too, because I was like, ooh, the doctor kind of cute. So the doctor was looking at her and shit, and she just like, yeah, like, hey, so, yeah, like, what's up? So he was like, I'm gay. And I was like, bitch, more for me. So, fucking, you know, she just broke the fuck down, start crying and shit, and she just like, my son really needs motherfucking help, and I really want to get him out this place, like, I really want to get him some help, and blah 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 blah. And he was like, okay, well, when your son get out of the motherfucking place, give me a fucking phone call, and, you know, we can motherfucking work some shit out. So Norman in the motherfucking hospital, he tripping, like, he fucking like having these little dreams or whatever the fuck he having and shit like that, and he just fucking tripping or whatnot. But the fucking doctors and shit, the 48 hours is over, so Norma went down there to get him out, and the doctors was like, they gonna release him because he haven't been violent since he been here. But they was like, bitch, when we release him, you need to motherfucking get your son some help. Like, you need to motherfucking put forth the effort into motherfucking getting him some help. If not, bitch, he gonna be back up in here, and we gonna be checking, ho. So motherfucking do right by your son. And she was just looking stupid, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, like, I mean, shit, he a danger. So they go home, and she was sitting there cutting his motherfucking hair and shit. And he was just telling her about like the bullshit and every fucking thing and his little dreams. He was like, I've been having fucking these dreams, and I had a dream that you fucking you killed Bradley or whatever like that. Like you bashed her motherfucking head in and shit like that. And he was like, it feels so fucking real. And she was like, that didn't happen. And he was like, are you sure it didn't happen? And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, yeah, bitch, it happened. Like, I remember that shit happened. Like, the fuck? But his whole thing is, you know, he thinking that these two different motherfucking people when it's actually motherfucking him. So, he actually fucking thinking that the mama is doing this shit. So, fucking, they fucking go upstairs and go to sleep. They sleep in the same motherfucking bed and shit. And she fucking leaves out, calls Romero, tell Romero, like, I need to see you, I need to speak to you about something right now. She locks fucking Norman in her room, and this bitch leaves and fucking go see Romero. She fucking went to go see Romero to fucking talk about, she's trying to get him into Pineview, but she needs some insurance. She ain't got no insurance, but he got insurance. So she want to get married to Romero so she can have his insurance. And I'm like, bitch, like, what the fuck? She like, you ain't doing nothing else. I'm like, oh, you bitch, like, how dare you? How fucking dare you, bitch? And he was like, no, bitch, I'm not doing that shit. Like, you're a very attractive lady. Somebody motherfucking help your ass out. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Romero is, he up in his own motherfucking shit. Like, he got his own shit to worry about. Like, he was fucking stashing money and shit up in some motherfucking house. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Romero in some bullshit this season, but he is not going for normal bullshit. He was like, no, bitch, like, I'm not motherfucking doing it. Close motherfucking door on her ass. So, fucking Norman, he is back at the motherfucking house. And he wakes up looking for his mama. The bitch not there. He realized that he locked in the motherfucking room. So, you know, he starts going motherfucking crazy. He starts banging on the motherfucking door and shit. Mother! Mother! Let me out! Like, he was just fucking going crazy. So his little bony ass finally broke down the motherfucking door or whatever. And he on the motherfucking floor breathing all hard and shit. And I was like, bitch, I know you breathing up all some type of dust because it don't look like your mama didn't fucking sweat. Like, close your mouth. So, I guess he snaps. And now, all of a sudden, bitch, he's mother. So, he go and put on her good robe, bitch. That robe was Shaw, bitch. I was like, damn, like, that robe was Shaw, bitch. He went and put on her motherfucking robe. He got in the mirror, bitch. He fixed himself up, bitch. Hair was motherfucking laid, bitch. I said, well, bitch, Norman, you better get in, bitch. He was laid for the gods. Like, for real. So, fucking dumbass Emma's mama fucking sees Norma left. She seen Norma leave that morning or whatever like that. So she takes it upon herself. This is a perfect time for her to go up there and talk to Norman to give Norman this motherfucking letter for Emma. So her dumbass go up there. And I was thinking to myself too, when they show her looking out the motherfucking window, I said, bitch, I know this bitch ain't about to go up here and this is not about to happen. And bitch, it played right the fuck out, bitch. And I was still shocked as fuck as it was happening. This bitch goes up to the motherfucking house and knocks on the motherfucking door. Norman comes to the motherfucking door draped in motherfucking in godliness. Like, he was just draped, bitch. And she looked at him like she was puzzled for a minute. He was like, oh, excuse me. Like, I was still getting ready. Like, bitch, this ain't even all of it, bitch. Like, I was like, bitch, like, you better stop it, Norman. You better stop. So she was just talking to him or whatever. He invited her ass in, gave that bitch some motherfucking tea, you know. And she started spilling all her motherfucking tea. And she started crying and, you know, just telling Norman her little story and how she this and that and blah, 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 you know. Gives Norman a little teddy bear, like this little childhood fucking bear. I want you to get this to her and get her this letter. And Norman was all nice and shit. And he all consoling her, rubbing her back. And he was like, oh, you just, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Then his ass just snapped. And he was like, how could a mother leave their daughter? Like, he just snapped and just hopped up real motherfucking quick and started choking her ass with her own motherfucking scarf. He just cussing her ass out. You know how, like, a black mama, like, when she's fucking whooping you and she just telling you every motherfucking thing as she whooping your motherfucking ass? Basically, that's what he was doing as he was strangling her, just reading her for fucking filth about her motherfucking self. Like, he was telling her all about her motherfucking self, like, as if she didn't know. And he was just strangling her. Bitch was just gasping for motherfucking air. Bitch was just dying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Norman, or should I say mother, like, oh my god. But yeah, he strangled her the fuck out. And that was motherfucking it, y'all. Like, this first episode was the shit. Like, it really fucking was. Like, I got my life a little bit. But yeah, y'all, I mean, that was the motherfucking episode. Let me know how y'all felt about it. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Share this video on all y'all social networks. And hit the motherfucking subscribe button if you haven't. I am just that dude. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.